Hi, welcome. Wendy Anderson, justbe.me. So about the state, mate. I was just kind of like cleaning my fridge out, and it was kind of like, right, you need to stop, stand still, ground, and then this came in. So this was a message about alien beings coming. Aliens are, as I like to call them, star brothers and sisters. So this was a message before they came in. So I asked some questions. Will everyone be able to see them? It will be yes. They will appear to be like us, so it will reduce the fear. They'll come in the month of June. They are here to assist, but not. No, they are here to assist, but not save. So I will just give you the message anyway, as to what we have. So these beings have spent life on Earth as human beings, so they know what we're having to live in at the moment. They know the deal, they know the score. That's why they've got the remit to be able to assist, but to not save. So because we don't actually need saving in that sense, you know, it's kind of like a third dimensional sense when you think your existence is in trouble, when from a high perspective all we are is energy. You know, and energy is infinite and never ceases to exist, it merely changes. So from a higher perspective we don't need saving. So that's why they are not saving, they are assisting. But again, it's a tricky one because we are the only planet of free will in the universe as well. So they are not here to coerce, manipulate. They are here to assist with choices, assist with creation, assist with new ways of being, assist in with jogging the memory even. So this is the message anyway. I'll give it to you. So these star brothers and sisters that are coming in are a vibrational match to commune, and will make contact. Their dimensional choice is just a little higher than ours. So basically we choose where we want to be. We've chosen to be here in 3D and humans. We've been here we've chosen to be here in this time of ascension. It's all choice where we are. It's all choice as to which dimension your beingness wants to being and witness at what time. It's all, as human beings, this is how we are made. We are divinely perfectly made to have choices, to be existence in more than one place. And this is the whole point of it. You know, this is the ability of the human being, that it's endless and infinite opportunities of creation. This was our perfect dynamic design. But unfortunately our design has been slightly limited, but that was part of our choosing as well. What would it feel like to have this experience? So nothing is done to you, you know, this is all done for you. So we wanted to experience what would it feel like if our creative abilities were thwarted. And we chose that program, and that's okay. But now we're choosing the dualistic aspect of it, to appreciate what are our creations, what will our creations feel like when they are limitless. Obviously, once we ask that question, what do our creations feel like when we come back into our knowing of who we are and what we are is limitless. Obviously some darker forces will shat their pants, so to speak, because it's kind of like, well, once they realise who they are and what they are, infinite creator beings, then that puts a whole spin on our dynamics, because, you know, we've been the hierarchy for so long, we've been provider for so long, we've been hero for so long, we've been all these things for so long. Once they come into their knowingness of who they are and what they are, that means that we basically, our role of hierarchy becomes outdated. So we will see probably a lot of these dynamics really shifting and really changing. There's been a lot of awakening over these past few months as well. So people who weren't seeing the level of corruption to our DNA and to our beingness will definitely begin to see it. So carry on with the message. Sorry, being distracted there. So their dimensional choices are all higher than ours. They ask to not be placed on pedestals. They are us, just in a different dimensional field. So they've experienced what it's like here, and they may have passed on. So these may be beings that you may already have a link with in your ancestral line, genetically or DNA. So in some sense as well, they'll not feel as foreign, that they'll feel more in line with you and your resonance. So immediately something in their resonance and their vibration will put you at ease straight away, because you'll feel like you've just known them, and you'll feel like you've known them forever. So they come to these, no, so they come to all, to those who at heart level do not fear and want to commune. So they will be here, but again, this is a planet of free will. We can choose to commune with them, or we won't. And that's okay. There will be definitely no animosity from them to the people who do not want to commune with them. They will just, quite frankly, leave them be, to just let them go on their own way and to live their lives the way that they choose and the way that they want it. No animosity, no name calling, no nothing. But to those who ask, invite, command the new, new ways of being that have either been forgotten, and new directions, will be either invited to remember, or ways of being, to invite new ideas of creativity, will be offered. But they are not to come here to do it for you, so to speak. They have come before and they will come again. So they have been before, these beings, and they will come again. Now this kind of like, when this sentence came out, it kind of jogged my memory to a video that I watched a while ago, and it prompted me to see old buildings in a new way. So churches, buildings that were deemed Victorian, that they have a certain way that they were built. And it does lead you to question, well, why these old buildings? Why are they not built like that today? They've stood the test of time. They're still here. They are. Why do we not build to that scale anymore? And I think it's because these buildings had a purpose to them when they were built, whether it was for vibrational energy or whether it was for other forms of energy. Just leads me to question it. In fact, I'm going to use my right sensor. I'm going to ask it. Okay, so the buildings of old that were classed as Victorian, or the way that they were built, where they were built purely for the energetic frequency, energetically, for healing, yeah, for sound vibration, yeah, for, shall we say, to generate electricity, yeah, okay, to generate any other love, to feel the love when you're in that space. Okay, interesting. Okay, so some of these buildings, so is this churches, shall we say? Yeah, so churches were built for a purpose. Were they built for the sermons that people would say sit and experience and listen today? No, they weren't built for the sermon, so to speak. They were built for the energetic resonance. So your resonance is going around saying yes. So they're built for the energetic resonance not for the sermons. Were they built for the teachings? No. So they were purely built for the sound and soul level frequency, just to sit, just to be, just to feel that pure divine essence of love, to the ether, to feel the ether and create with. So as human beings, our authentic state of being is almost a little bit childlike, you know, to feel into the magical mystery of things. You know, to be workers, to be slaves, to be is not our unique resonance. You know, our DNA is potentially, well, I'm going to ask, has our DNA been tampered with to make the human being more subservient to performing a type of slavery? Yeah, okay. So people will be waking up from this, right, I want my freedom back, I'm going to take my freedom back. So this is going to be a real energetic transformation that is coming up as well. So we the people, you know, is going to be, you're going to feel that. You're going to want to feel it. Right, so let's get back to this to not distract. Okay, so that's going to come up in another video apparently. Okay. They will assist but not do it for us. To share a united unconditional reciprocal love. Humans have raised their frequency enough to commune. Humans will have learned not to engage in commune, that all is taken and an unbalanced amount is given in return. Unbalanced amount is very little. These are unbalanced communes. Okay, so basically they will potentially assist in human beings seeing more unbalanced relationships in things and with other beings. So this comes with a narcissistic empath kind of frequency and energy, and it's been on this planet beautifully to learn from for human beings. It's just an experience that we've held. There's no judgment in it, right or wrong. So again, whichever spectrum you personally may be holding, there's no judgment in it. It's not right or wrong, it just is, because we've been learning these frequencies, these patterns, these programs. We've just been learning. Part of the experience is humanity. So narcissistic energy is all about the take, and empathic energy is all about the give. Both are unbalanced, you know. So it's bringing these energies in a more balanced, masculine, feminine way. Female is all abundant, all given. Male is all in lack, all receiving. And we're putting these together. So we need these both masculine and feminine energies in order to be whole. To come together, to unite. So there's some real unification energies, unification and transformation energies of 2024. So the card that keeps coming out at the moment is balanced forces, balanced forces. So this is a big energy that is coming in at the moment, is balanced forces. So many of you kind of like over the last few months or even before that may have been learning in your relationships about unconditional love, about reciprocity, giving and receiving. You know, that is very much the grace energy, the infinity symbol. You know, if you're giving and receiving, just being in the middle, then everything will flow. So you'll have been learning about this in your relationships as well, which is a really hard deal, particularly if you've chosen to be empathic for a narcissistic parent or sibling or whichever. You will have learned to let go of that relationship recently, which is a really, really hard lesson to learn. But this is the reason why we've been learning it, in order to commune with beings who have already learned about reciprocity in their relationships. And the reason, you know, that potentially they have passed on from this planet was purely that lesson that they were learning, that basically they were giving, not receiving, and others were literally sucking the life force out of them. So as they've gone over that rainbow bridge, and this is a beautiful time to do it, it clears all karmic resonance. So when they've chosen to go on to another civilization, wherever they are, Sirius B keeps coming up. So maybe a lot of these beings maybe come from Sirius B. So a lot of your, shall we say, ancestors or people that you've known may have chosen to go on to Sirius B for a while. They may be having a return. Okay, are these beings returning as fully grown adults, as what we would deem? Yeah, so they're returning in as adults, not children. No. So they're returning in. So it literally is, they're bypassing kind of like the, how is that? So they're not coming in a reincarnation cycle, so to speak. No. Okay. Will they become walk-ins? So at some sort of level, will they join us within our human bodies? Soul walking. So, okay, so if you're a channeler and you channel other beings off this planet, it's almost kind of like you'll not have to tap in to these beings anymore. They literally will be like they are with you, like your best mate, you know. And they are not beings, so to speak. They come as a unit. They come as a unit. They come as a commune. They come as a collective to join the collective. So we will start to learn about what it's like to become a collective of energy, not just as an individual. So yes, you can individuate, and this is what a lot of you will have been learning, to individuate just you as an individual. And this is why it's kind of like coming away from certain relationships you've needed to individuate to heal, to then, right, I'm experiencing what it feels like in my own field, to manage my own energy, to give, to receive, right? Then I'm going to invite other relationships that are more reciprocal, giving and receiving. And it's kind of like in these new relationships that have come in, for those of you that have let go of old relationships that are not reciprocal, you feel so loved, so blessed, so abundant with love, so fortunate to have these beings with you. And that's what it's going to feel like. I can't fully explain how it's going to be, because you don't know till you get there sometimes, and you've just got to let that go and let it be, and just let it appear, just let the magic unfold. I'm not supposed to know how it's. If I was supposed to know how it's going to be, they'd let me know how it was going to be. Ask questions. Ask more questions. Okay. So is it like a soul swapping kind of deal, where they're just literally with you in the same body? Yeah. Will they have their own human vessel body? No. So it's like these beings, so these star brothers and sisters, our star brothers and ancestors, will be with us. So does this mean that we don't have to channel them anymore? We don't have to channel anymore. They'll be with us. So for those of you that have experienced kind of like having an ascended master soul, and it's a little bit like that. Suddenly there'll be like an increase in intuition, or like an increase of knowingness, what you need to do and how you need to be. So it'll almost be like that. So it's kind of like these star brothers and sisters are coming in onto the planet, but coming in. So this was a contract between these beings and you. Was this contract before we came incarnate? No. Is this a recent kind of contract that we've created in a new? We've asked for it. Okay, we've asked because there needs to be a little bit. Do we need a little bit of boost in this ascension energy? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We've asked for a little bit of more firepower to come in. So, like, you know, we were in other civilizations before, or some of us were in other civilizations before we were invited into this ascension experience journey. You know, quite happily sat on Jupiter having a cocktail or something like that in your all abundant love, because you've done it, seen it, had the stories and everything else. But then somebody's gone, well, you know, do you want to assist? Do you want to incarnate as a human being and in your knowingness of what you've done, where you've been, to help other people? It's a little bit like that. It's more of it. So they'll come in and you'll feel more accelerated. Have I got a soul? Have I got a star brother or sister with me currently? No. Interestingly, it's my husband. Had one come in. Okay, interestingly, so as my husband communed with his star brothers and sisters. Right. Interesting. So watch this space. So my husband's actually got somebody that's coming in. And my husband's he's never channeled, he's not been. This is interesting. So, will these star brothers and sisters come to say people that are already channeling? No. So if you're a channeler already, you're already communing, you know, kind of like with your star brothers and sisters. It doesn't really matter for you. So these are, but they come in invitation. You know, at soul level, their heart knows. And this is the thing with invitations. If it's at heartfelt level, something that is your gift or you need to do, you don't need to ask permissions from it. It's like, because it's being gifted, that comes with permissions. So it's kind of like, I was reading like emotion coding book recently, and ironically I've already been doing emotion coding and body coding for years intuitively without reading this book. And then it's really big on, you need to ask for permission from yourself, you need to ask permission from your person. It quite simply will not connect the dots if there is no permission. So if it's something heartfelt that is gifted, something that is going to raise your frequency or improve you, it's a given. You don't need to ask permissions, you know. It's only if there's doubt, is this the right thing, or is this, or if it's not heartfelt, if it's coming from something that I should be doing this, there's always going to be doubt anyway around it. If it's something from here, you feel compelled, kind of like nothing is going to stop you from doing it. Like sharing this video, it's kind of like the last 2 days I felt really anxious about teaching and putting courses together and things like that, and I went, well, you're overthinking this, Wend. Just come on and speak, you know, that's it. You're overthinking it. Let your heart do the talking. Take this out of it, let your heart do the speaking. And it's true, it's kind of like I felt compelled to kind of like, come on, do this video to speak about it. Don't give a shit what I look like, it's very raw, don't edit these things, because it's about the message, and it's also about the energy with which I'm sharing with you, that moment is coming in, and it has to be that moment that I share it. Otherwise, kind of like the energy seems to fizzle out, and it's kind of like, it's like a bumblebee stuck on your window ledge. You've got to let it out at that time, otherwise it will die. So this is why, if it's heartfelt, I'll share it. If it's not, if it's something up here, then, you know, that's when my anxieties come in. Something that I think I should be sharing, whereas it's something that's coming in from the heart, it doesn't really matter. There's no anxieties. It will come regardless. So these will be balanced communes. So this energy is coming in to form balanced communes. So reciprocal giving and receiving on a balanced level. very masculine and male energies. So, the male meets with lack and the female meets with abundance. We need both, and the flow of those will be like that, and that's okay. When you're feeling in lack, then you'll get off your backside and kind of do something to manifest it, and that's at spiritual level and physical level, because we are in a 3D physical tangible world. So, and then it's kind of like the female comes in and it's all abundant. So we need both energies right now, balanced forces. So again, the balance of the narcissist and empath, there's big narcissistic energies, that is. So because people are pulling away from certain ways of being, say societal, from education systems, medical systems, taxation systems, financial systems, or just ways of living, that we, choosing to not engage in certain systems anymore, just literally right, I'm not having an argument about it, I'm just not engaging, I'm just choosing not to, thank you. So once a narcissist is kind of like getting a inclination, I've lost this person's energy, I've lost this energy from this, that's when they start getting nasty. That's when they start to becoming all dominant, and you'll get nice, nasty, because the nice is a little bit, if it's a crumb for a bag in. So watch out where these energies are coming, where it's kind of like, look at me, I'm the hero, look at me, I've saved you, look at me, you can't exist without me, you can't live without me. So really look where these energies are coming in. You can exist without, but to exist without, you need to be in your own energy as well. You need to start creating for yourself. You need to start creating your own love. You need to start creating your own experiences. You need to start creating your own health. You need to start creating your own education. You need to start creating your own wealth in some ways. So it's whereas I can individuate and start creating for me. I'm not creating for anyone else anymore, because as an empath, you've kind of like, you're gauging the energy. How do I need to turn up today in order to please the narcissist so I can be safe? So if your root chakra is coming up at the moment, teeth might be coming up for decision making, to do what direction do I need to be in. So teeth are coming up. Do I need to pull away from these energies? Do I need to fight these energies? Fighting it lowers frequency. So some of you as well will be peacekeepers. And the more of us that can be peacekeepers, and I'm talking about an energetic level. So those of you that are in conflict, where is it that I can walk away from conflict? Where is it that I can support and generate peace in myself? And it could be a daily practice of breath work. It could be looking at your relationships. It's look at where you are engaging in a fight in your life. Where can I back away from that? So for me, kind of like the war energy was coming up last 2 days when I was listening about subscription, and it's kind of like, I've got a 16-year-old son that I absolutely adore and love to bits. So it's kind of like, for me, my first thought was my 16-year-old son being subscripted to fight somebody else that somebody else has chosen to go to war. This isn't nothing to do with us. Somebody else's choice that want to for power and to get on top, because somebody else has to be on the bottom, and really kind of like, I was annoyed, and it really brought me out of peace into, right, do you know what, I could arm myself right now and protect my family. And protection is another form of love. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to protect your family. Remember, everything is energy. Thought always pre-exists matter. Energy is always the all-encompassing, all most powerful thing. This is where we manifest from, and here is where we manifest from. What is it that I want to create is the thought. Right, I want to create peace. Right, where's my heart telling me what path that I need to take to generate, cultivate, create peace? Right, I'll get rid of people in my life that I have to fight. I step away from them. I step away from things that unsettle me. that conflict me, that don't like this, but I'm still having to do it. I step away from that conflict. I choose not to engage in things that provide conflict anymore. So again, this is like self-awareness. It's like that playful observation. Don't judge it. That playful observation. Where is it that I am cultivating conflict in my life? Where is it that I'm looking for a fight? Real big energies, particularly for men who've been used to turning up in a certain way of, you are only worthy if you are willing to fight and able to fight. Look at that programming. You can retreat. It also comes with the I've noticed that warriors that have got that in their DNA, I cannot show a sign of weakness, I cannot be weak. They can't do kinesiology. It's really fascinating until you reprogram them. It's amazing. So look at where is it that, so retreat, kind of like the peaceful warrior, where you just literally sat down on your knees or cross-legged, palms like that, because it's kind of like, or even flat, because it's kind of like, I'm no longer wielding a weapon. I don't need to. My energy is the thing that speaks for me. My energy is the thing that cultivates and creates for me. So wherever you are feeling conflict in these storylines that are coming out at the moment, where is it that I can still remain peaceful? Where is it that I can think about this in a peaceful way? And think of a peace, another form of peace is acceptance, non-judgment. All is fair in love and war. Never understood that statement up until now. That it is a real lesson for us, real lesson for humanity, as to where we can remain in peaceful states to cultivate it. If you need to go to war, then you need to go to war. It's okay to protect yourself, your loved ones, your family. It's okay to protect yourself. So this is what I was learning with the narcissistic energies as well, is that I never protected myself from the narcissistic energies. That I allowed them to parasite off me for years. So if you've got parasite stuff going on or digestive stuff going on, where is it that you're allowing your energy to be extracted from you? And again, gentle observation and awareness. What is it that is sucking the life force and the energy out of you? Is it people? Is it places? Is it beingness? Where is it that you feel drained? Where is it that you may feel unbalanced? Where is it that you may feel, I'm feeling out of sorts here? Gentle observation. What am I listening to? What is it that I'm hearing? What am I looking at? Gentle observations. So we transform things. So energy is infinite. We transform it with our thoughts, with our hearts. We transform it with a thought firstly, and then we transform it with the beingness, right? How can I ground that into my heart, the thing that I would like to create? How do I feel in my heart about that? What ways of beingness can I create to help bring in this into manifestation, creation? This is what we are designed to be. Human beings, creators, made in mirror image of the creator, perfection. So it's coming back to your authentic self, feeling. What is it that I want to feel into, to generate, to create? Right now, I'm opting for the peace option right now. So again, look where the alien factor is coming in. And when you kind of like look at the films with aliens or off-world beings, it's always a fight, innit? They always want something. Well, maybe kind of like these films are in creation of, look at the narcissistic alien energy. It's kind of like, look at me, look how amazing I am, look how big I am, look how fantastic I am. But they are not the only off-planet beings in the whole of the universe. And everything in the universe is actually created with benevolence. As creator beings, we put the spin on whether it's positive or negative. The universe does not discriminate positive and negative energy, it just is. So whether these beings that come in are positive or negative, spin human beings pour on it. But we will all see them I'm not fully understanding how this is going to come about or come in, but I'm not supposed to. So I'm sorry I can't give you kind of like more detail on it, but I'm not supposed to. It's just be ready to be ready. Where is it that I'm being suckered into fear with something or some being that may feel a little bit different to me, but at the same time doesn't feel different? You'll feel, watch out for that conflict. Interesting. How can I create peace in my beingness with that conflicted energy as well? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so jigsaw puzzle. So this was kind of like the picture that they were giving me is all human beings are like a big jigsaw puzzle. Each human being has had a colourful story, and that colourful story is placed, your story is placed on that jigsaw piece, and that jigsaw piece is a gift. You know, each piece is beautiful, vibrant, colourful, dynamic, with such potentials. You start placing all of these pieces, these unique, beautiful pieces, and this is the thing about diversity, should be celebrated, not criticised. Diversity should be celebrated, not criticised. So each unique individual with cultures, stories, colours, creeds, whatever it is, it's beautiful. It's a piece to the whole picture. When you put each of these pieces together, the potentials of unified fields and unified frequency of love is expanded. So there's some of these pieces in the puzzle, this is what I was shown, that their story is to expand energy. So at some point they may be cloned, duplicated, whatever it is. So you know, like I was saying, positive and negative, it just all is, just don't judge it. So some beings on this planet, and there's loads of us, have been cloned. That's another story for another day. But in your cloning process, and some of your originals have been destroyed anyway, so what? You're still unique on this planet. But you will have in your DNA the story of expansion of energy, to be able to duplicate the energy. So when these little pieces are slotted together as well, and that duplication of energy is kind of like, you know, can you feel it? Can you feel it? So watch out for dark forces or programmed states where it's wanting to bring disharmony, conflict, to not want to fit together. It's like, I don't want to fit together with you, kind of, look, you're different to me. Look out for these programs, because it's designed to not, for you not to want to connect, not to want to connect with your family, not to want to connect with people that are different from you, not to connect with other countries, not to connect with other beings. Okay, so look out for those dark force energies, because they are the things that are trying to separate the jigsaw puzzle. So we are grateful for the narcissistic energies, but that will create its own unique puzzle. So will that be part of the puzzle? It already is part of the puzzle. It already is part of the puzzle. It's a piece within itself. We are already connected to that, because we all hold narcissistic and empathic energies within us. We're just learning to balance it. So it's already part of the picture. But just look out for dark forces that want to separate the jigsaw piece, and to stop unification, to stop coming together, to stop communing. And I feel kind of like as well, communes, there'll be different communes, different ways of being created. It's just another part of the jigsaw piece. So when you think there's like 52 other civilizations that are off this planet, and what they've created is something different, but we're still all connected by the same frequency, which is love. We're all created from the same etheric energy, all the same. So we're all different. This is why I love duality. We're all different but the same, all made from the same. We're just different expressions of it. So the other message that they wanted to leave was, so the reason that they were coming in was not to help, to feel like saviours. Oh, look at me, look what I've done. So the narcissistic energies will be like, look at me, I've saved you, look what I've done for you, you cannot live without me. So look out for that narcissistic energy. Whereas there's going to be another energy that is coming in, an assisting energy, that is going to be, I'm here to assist you, take it or leave it. If you want to leave it, it's absolutely fine. It's no skin off my nose, so to speak. It's, I'm offering it to you. You take it or you leave it. You accept it or you reject it. So look about your own programming about accepting help as well. So if you've had a narcissistic parent, you'd be so self-assured. It'd be kind of like, I don't need anyone's help. I can stand on my own 2 feet. Da, 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 da. Watch out in your ankles for that as well, and your feet, ankles and feet. If you're getting any ankle pain, foot pain, you can stand on your own 2 feet, but you may have been relying on another energy, another narcissistic energy, to support you. And it's kind of, I can stand on my own I can stand on my own 2 feet, but it's still okay to ask for help. So again, it's bringing that balance in. I can stand on my own 2 feet, but I can still ask for help at the same time and receive help at the same time, because I'm not privileged. I'm still got humility. So it's confident to ask for help, put the ego down and the pride down. It's okay for me to ask for help, but I am asking it humbly for help. Anything you ask for will be received. Faith is gonna be so big. So we are receiving, and it's that worthy of receiving help. It's worthy of receiving. The last message was here for the love of humanity, and for the love of all beings. We bless you, we bless ourselves, we bless all. So that's the message that I wanted to leave this extract on. Why do I want to call it an extract? Whatever. Take from it what you need, leave from it what you don't. That's it. But there's an energetic frequency of vibration from this energy, from this video that I am gifting to you, and you can choose to receive it, or you can choose to leave the gift. It's entirely up to you. But there's something energetically to be picked up from this. There's certain frequencies in programs that it's the giving in frequency form, in energy, to give, to help clear or expand or to look at. You get to choose how you deal with it, because it's all choice. But it's there for you, and it's gifted. It's gifts. Till the next time, feeling very blessed. I hope you are too. Take care, everyone. Bye.